Hello, good people of the Matt Report community. Quick update, recap, some thoughts on the WordPress community and the Matt Report community, the WP Minute community at large. Coming to you from my kitchen where I am watching my children right now, so they are off in the background, probably making a lot of noise, so I apologize. Some housekeeping items. Number one, Monday, January 31st, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UTC. We'll be doing a Twitter space over on the WP Minute. Learning WordPress from all angles, hosted by Daniel Shootsmith with a fantastic panel of Birgit Polyhack, Hawa Abashaya, and Joe Casabona. If you're on Twitter, if you're into Twitter spaces, join us Monday, January 31st, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UTC. If you want to support the WP Minute and become part of the weekly WordPress news, get your voice heard quite literally, more on that in a second, go to buymeacoffee.com/mattreport, buymeacoffee.com/mattreport, and join for $79 for the year. You can become a member inside the WP Minute community, join the private Discord, get involved in the news. Let me frame that for you. A lot of folks come to me and they say, hey, I'd love to sponsor the show, sponsor the Matt Report podcast, sponsor the WP Minute. And thankfully, that spot's already taken from the fine folks over at Blog Vault and Malcare have sponsored the Matt Report and the WP Minute for the month of January. So huge shout out to them. Thanks for sponsoring it. It makes all of this content available for free to the WordPress community. But if you can't get a membership, if you can't get a sponsorship, or the sponsorship cost, the investment is just too far out of reach, another great way is to buy the membership to the WP Minute for $79 a year. That money goes back into funding the operation. Editors, producers, community folks, people who help get this news, this WordPress news off the ground and supported. So I appreciate that in any shape, form, or fashion. Here's another thing that the WP Minute is doing, and I think particularly spearheading in the space of community-driven WordPress news. I do something called the content bounty. I've done this fairly successfully so far. And what that is a member inside the community says, hey, Matt, I'd love to write a piece. I'd love to write a piece. I'd love to do a podcast. I'd love to do a video series. Whatever it is. The video stuff hasn't come up yet, but I'd certainly entertain it. Can I get compensated for the content that I create? The answer is absolutely. And this past month, Bertha.ai sponsored Eric Karkovac to publish a series of how WordPress has impacted freelancers with the release of full site editing, quite literally yesterday, and blocks and patterns, what's going to happen to page builders, all of this fun stuff. So that was a content bounty set for one post a month for 3 months, so 3 posts. It was $900 for Bertha.ai to sponsor that, Andrew Palmer. So really thanks to Andrew and Bertha for sponsoring that series. A bulk of that money goes to Eric for writing the post, and WP Minute keeps $150 to go back into the coffers to again support the cause, community journalism. Producers come in, they buy their spot, they can contribute, they get their voice heard. That's the point of it. Which leads me into a few other things. I was talking to a notable WordPress person the other day. He happens to run a WordPress service and product service. And I was saying, hey, look, I've got this thing. It's called the WP Minute Shopping Show. I'd love to get this in front of all of the folks that you help in the WordPress space. He's really tapped into a lot of WordPress product companies that are out there. And he said, yeah, this sounds great, but $99 to have yourself sponsor the WP Minute Show, to show up 3 times on the WP Minute Shopping Show, seems a little costly, to which I sharply disagree. The WP Minute Shopping Show, you can buy yourself 3 spots to appear on that show for $99. And that goes out to the audience of the WP Minute podcast. And people can hear you pitch for 1 minute your product, your service, your feature, your update 3 times. It's $33-ish an appearance. It's fairly short change to get yourself promoted in a new, unique, and fun way that I don't see any other publishers like myself doing in the WordPress space. Next, he said, these product folks, they're not marketers. They don't get it. They don't understand. So they probably won't go for that. And I say, it's the year 2022, I think, last I checked. At some point, I think audio, promoting yourself, anyone who's looking up how to run a WordPress product business should be looking at how to promote themselves. And this looks, to me, the WP Minute Shopping Show, a 1-minute audio clip submitted by you, the product owner, is a pretty easy lift and quite easy to understand that you stand on the promotional structure of the WP Minute and the Matt Report Media podcast. I love your feedback. If you're a product developer in the WordPress space, is it challenging to market your stuff, your goods? Are you looking for new and unique ways? I know if somebody was offering up 3 spots for the WP Minute Shopping Show, some other podcast, for $99, I'd be all over that and promoting the Matt Report and everything else I do is in many spots as I can buy. WP Minute Shopping Show is available for purchase. Those seats are available to purchase on store.mattreport.com. You can check that out, link in the description below. So I leave you with, well, thanks for watching, of course. Thanks for letting me have this little update to what's happening on Matt Report and the WP Minute. If you want to get your show or get your product found, get your voice heard, join the membership, $79 for the year. And if you want to pitch yourself on the WP Minute Shopping Show, what are you waiting for? Links in the description. Buy 3 spots for $99. That supports everything we do here on the podcast. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.